Time for Around the Ozarks in 5, brought to you by Adventure Cave Tours. Live a day in the life of a real adventurer with Adventure Cave Tours. And the Springfield Greene County Park Board, reminding you to go play. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Forhetz.
Hey there, good Monday to you. Hope you had a good weekend, tough weekend, so we'll begin with news.
All right. Absolute horror in Israel. As many of you have seen, no doubt, Hamas fired thousands of rockets upon Israel this weekend, unprovoked, on a holy day nonetheless, which left Israel's defense forces on its heels, really. The United States, meanwhile, has ordered the Ford Carrier Strike Group to sail to the Eastern Mediterranean to help Israel as needed. And more than that, the U.S. Navy's newest and most advanced aircraft carrier, along with some 5,000 sailors and a deck full of warplanes, will also go in a show of force. Preliminary reports indicate that at least 4 American citizens were killed in the attacks, as well as 7 who are still missing, although those numbers have been changing rapidly. And with all that, of course, all American flags throughout the country's capital and beyond are at half staff today to stand in solidarity with Israel. The Israeli Defense Forces say at least 700 people have been killed in the tiny country. The Palestinian Health Ministry says they have lost more than 400 people as Israel returned fire on Gaza in what is officially war. Ethan?
Yeah, it's difficult to see the images. I mean, if you've been on social media at all, you've seen the images of civilians, women, children. It's beyond horrific. So we'll see. We'll see what happens as a result, because Israel will defend itself strongly. Meanwhile, it didn't get a lot of coverage due to the massive developments in Israel, but also in that part of the world, major earthquake, 6.3 magnitude quake hit Afghanistan just yesterday. More than 1,000 people were killed. More than 1,000 have injuries. Officials estimate 1,300 homes destroyed, making it one of the deadliest earthquakes there in decades. So there is a lot going on. Back here closer to home, authorities arrested a man after a chase inside the Springfield airport yesterday morning. Witnesses saw a man outside hitting the ground with a weapon near the airport. Officers didn't find any weapon when they went to check it out. The man then took off in his truck onto airport property, breaking part of a gate, running inside the airport. Airport police and a Greene County deputy arrested the man before he got through security. He is now facing several charges.
All right, the Springfield News Leader got this over the weekend after their sunshine request for information. They found that an investigation by a firm in St. Louis found no basis for racial discrimination complaints against Kickapoo High School and its coaches. The firm interviewed SPS athletic and academic leadership. It obtained emails and text messages and reviewed court transcripts and some other documents to make that determination. It found the allegations made by Kickapoo football player Kylan Mabins and his family were, quote, unsubstantiated. Mabins, though, ultimately is getting eligibility to play at Glendale this year as a senior, even though his transfer was initially denied by Misha.
Yeah, a judge made that ruling. 8 firefighters recognized over the weekend who were killed in the line of duty. Governor Parson added their names to a wall commemorating and honoring them for their work. They include 2 Ozarks area firefighters from Waynesville and from Ebenezer. Governor Parson also declared the day as Fire Service Memorial Day in the state of Missouri. Freedom's Rest Family Violence Center is no more. After 27 years in business of housing and helping the abuse victims, the Crisis Center says the cost of doing business and the ability to stay fully staffed has just proved too much. They have helped, though, some 15,000 survivors and their children over the years. Other local groups are trying to help fill the gap right now, taking hotline calls as well as the national hotline help numbers as well. That was a good organization, did a lot of good work. So it's tough to see them go.
It is.
Marshfield has a new landmark to celebrate. A new welcome center just opened this weekend at Hidden Waters Nature Park. The city park features 10 acres of walking trails, springs, and waterfalls. The building for the Welcome Center was purchased by the park's founder, 2021. He has since passed away, but his legacy certainly lives on in Marshfield and beyond for visitors who come to town.
I know. I really want to go there. I've not been to that yet, but 10 acres of walking trails. Yes, please. So yeah, I want to check that out in Marshfield. I was not familiar, but there you go. Hidden Waters Nature Park. Must be one to see. All right. By popular vote, a Branson business on State Highway 165 is now on the national map, as it were. The Ozarker Lodge, which just opened in June, was named Best Independent Hotel by a respected hospitality publication. The $10 million Ozarker Lodge was a renovation and expansion project, as we told you a few months ago, of what was the Fall Creek Inn and Suites, now formerly. The new owners added a lobby, a coffee shop, and wine bar, among many other amenities, and now got that really cool award. So congratulations to them.
Yeah, good for them. It's great to see it get revamped and impress some people along the way doing it.
Yeah, I'm excited to go. We need to go stay there in person. The pictures of it look really, really cool. So we should do that.
Yeah. Do we have a contest or anything to mention?
We don't have any contests right now. I mean, we have our ongoing contest that we've told people about, but nothing new, I should say. But yes, right now we still have going on throughout the entire football season, by the way, people, at aroundtheozarks.com. You can go there and enter for your chance to win Chiefs tickets or a signed jersey. So just go to aroundtheozarks.com. Click on contest, and then inside of that, you will see where you can guess the score of the ball game, the combined score, and those closest to the score without going over are entered to win 2 tickets, and that could be you. So it's a fun contest. We've had lots of local people win, so it's fun, and your odds are pretty good. I mean, if you're playing the lottery, you've got much better odds with the guess the score giveaway. So
that is true.
Yes.
That is true. And your guess doesn't have to be all that educated. Just pick a number and go with it. It would be the combined score of both teams at the end of the game.
Right. So check it out. Yeah.
Chiefs pulled it out yesterday. Well, I thought they were going to lose Kelsey there, but he ended up coming back and doing well. So thankfully his injury wasn't serious. But we were watching, rooting on the Chiefs, and they pulled it out. They're not looking so hot, but they got a W. That's the key.
I know that's exciting for all the fans. Okay. Well, happy Monday, everybody. If you are a prayer warrior, pray for Israel. It's hard to watch. It is hard to watch.
Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Share with your friends. We appreciate you being here, and we hope to see you right back here tomorrow.
Bye.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to your Monday, October 9th. We are waking up nice and cool here in the Ozarks this morning. We've got temperatures generally in the upper 40s, so maybe jacket weather early on. And then I think later on we'll be able to shed some of those layers because temperatures will be in the upper 60s and low 70s. It's a beautiful fall day I have on tap for you to kick off this new work week. Nothing but sunshine in the forecast today. High pressure will be in control of our weather pattern. So we start the new work week on a sunny note. Also, temperatures really close to average for this time of year. We had a nice fall-like weekend in the Ozarks. I hope everyone had a chance to enjoy the cooler weather. Definitely a change, though. I mean, you had to dress a little bit differently. The breeze out there certainly making it feel chilly. And of course, some of the additional cloud cover in the forecast over the weekend, allowing it to be kind of chilly too. Today, a little bit warmer than the weekend. I've got temperatures back into the upper 60s and low 70s. We also lower the winds a little bit. So that's going to make a difference in how chilly it feels outside. Our wind today is still out of the northwest, but it's only at about 8 miles an hour. So it's calming down pretty significantly compared to yesterday. We do have the sunshine out in the forecast though today, and I have a high temperature in the upper 60s. I'm going 68 degrees for Springfield today. There will be folks that make it closer to 70, and I think we stay there through the course of the afternoon. So it's a very comfortable day that I have for you in the forecast. I already mentioned high pressure is in control. That cold front now well south of the area, and we are staying dry, not only for the Midwest, but also for the upper plains, and all the activity is going to stay out on the West Coast and much of the Northwest, getting a very active weather pattern. Also parts of the Ohio River Valley, seeing some activity along that same frontal boundary as low pressure has developed in that area. Rain chances are in the forecast this week. If you're looking at the new work week and trying to plan things out, it's really the middle of the work week that I have rain chances returning. The best chance for rain this week is going to come late in the day on Thursday into Thursday night. I also have a small chance, though, for you on Wednesday and then again on Friday. But the chances are really looking best as we head closer to Thursday night. So maybe plan your mowing around that. And we have temperatures that are going to be really pretty warm in the forecast on Wednesday and Thursday. Highs are going to be back into the 80s both of those days in a few spots. So it will be looking a little bit warmer. And then Thursday night, we have another frontal boundary coming through. That's going to give us the best chance for rain. And it's also going to knock our temperatures down again for next weekend. Next weekend looking very fall-like in terms of temperatures as well. In fact, much like this last Saturday, we may have another Saturday with highs in the 50s across the Ozarks. That's what models are indicating as we head into next weekend. So if you're already planning out your pumpkin patch visits, plan the outfits for some fall-like weather. The forecast today, 68 degrees, sunshine, northwest breeze around 8 miles an hour. No chance for rain in the forecast today. I have a staying dry, and it's going to be a pretty nice one if you want to get out and enjoy. I've seen a lot of folks out enjoying their evening walks in weather like this. It is just fantastic, except for the allergies in the air. So be cautious of that if you are an allergy sufferer. I have us staying dry and sunny in the forecast on Tuesday as well. Cloud cover starts to return on Wednesday. I insert a chance for rain as early as Wednesday evening. I think the best chance for rain this week arrives late in the day on Thursday into Thursday night. Then we are talking about temperatures cooling off again for the weekend with highs back into the 60s on Friday. We may have some morning rain showers around on Friday before that system clears up and gets out of here once again, just in time for the weekend. Speaking of weekends, over the weekend, you may have heard some of the weather headlines across the country. It was a record-breaking weekend for Lake Erie. There were more than 180 waterspout sightings on Lake Erie. Now, if you don't know the difference between a waterspout and a tornado, well, the structure is essentially the same. However, these occur over water, so there's no cloud that is really kind of the parent cloud of the system. So oftentimes they do not cause any issues for us folks on land. That was the case in Lake Erie this weekend, but several sightings in Ohio and in Pennsylvania, and more waterspouts possible up in the Great Lakes area as a powerful frontal boundary and a cooler weather system is moving through while the water temperatures are still warm. And it's that difference in temperature that is fueling some of the waterspout sightings up there. Colder and wetter weather is in the forecast then for the West Coast today, talking about some showers. Folks on the West Coast always think it's fall. I always see people like in California being like, it's the fall season. It rained here today. And our temperatures varied by 5 degrees. So they are looking at a more active pattern as we head into the new work week. And then there's also going to be this potential for increased rainfall and maybe even some flash flooding for the Texas Gulf Coast today, potentially some tropical moisture going to interact with a front down there. So maybe too much rain too quickly down on the Gulf Coast of Texas. That's looking like it will hit by Tuesday. So something to look out for tomorrow in the forecast if you have friends or family in that area. All right, it is time for the Wake Up Weather Brain Twister question this morning, sponsored by Scooters Coffee. Here's your chance to win $20. If you answered the quiz question from last week, I'm going to show it to you here again. What is the most popular dog name of 2023? This is according to the American Kennel Club. And the options that I left you with were Bella, Daisy, or Luna. And if you logged on to aroundtheozarks.com, entered your guess, and you guessed C, Luna, you are correct. And you have been entered into a pool to win a $20 gift card to Scooters. I know a lot of Lunas People and animals, by the way. It is the number one dog name of 2023. I know a couple dogs. I also know a couple people. And Luna, of course, is the feminine given name for moon. It has a Latin origin. In Roman mythology, Luna was the divine personification of the moon. The name has risen in popularity in recent years for both dogs and people, in part due to its use for a character in the Harry Potter series. So you may have heard of it there. And that is kind of what put it on my radar. I hadn't heard it a lot before, and now I hear Luna all the time. So there you go. It is C. Here's another chance, next chance to win a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. If you think you know this one, log on to aroundtheozarks.com. Enter your guess. We'll take your name and your email, and it's pretty much the best way to win $20 and get coffee early this week sometime. Which Halloween character is based on a historical prince? Do you think it is A, Dracula, B, Frankenstein's monster, C, Jack Skellington, or D, Edward Scissorhands? Again, which of these Halloween characters is based on a historical prince? If you think you know, go take your guess, or even if you don't know, take a stab at it. 1 in 4 chance here, and what could be better than $20 coffee on us? Thank you so much, Scooters. All right. If you want more information on your weather forecast up to the minute, make sure you check out the website. Also, thank you for listening this morning. And if you'd like to, make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. You can listen to Wake Up Weather every day as we're heading out the door. And I will have you covered with all the details that you need to know. I will chat with you again tomorrow morning.